Did you know that by simply changing your profile image on Instagram, you can actually increase the amount of followers that you get? Or maybe you didn't know that 3% of your posts are gonna cause 97% of your growth. Well, by the end of this video, you're gonna have a step-by-step guide on how to get more followers easily on Instagram. And these are going to be 100% real followers that are actually interested in whatever you're talking about or whatever you're trying to sell. In fact, this creator went from struggling to grow to gaining over 50,000 followers on Instagram. Best of all, he was able to quit his job and he was able to start a business based off of that. And this creator was able to do the same thing, except they gained over 100,000 followers in just a 30-day period. And again, they were able to begin to monetize this, and it's completely changed their life. And if you want results like that, you need to make sure that you're implementing the 5 steps I'm about to share with you. But more importantly, you need to make sure that you're not skipping the last one, because it's by far the most important. First and foremost, you need to make sure that you're changing your profile image to something that not only stands out, but something that makes you look very trustworthy or whatever you're trying to come across as. For example, if you're a comedian and you're trying to come across as funny, I strongly suggest creating a profile image that gives off that vibe. But again, you need to make sure that it's something bright. For example, adding a bright color behind your face, because this is going to increase the odds that people actually end up following you. But we can't stop there. There are 4 other things you need to make sure that you're doing. But first, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you're going to go click on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In addition to that, I just created a free Instagram growth course that's going to tell you the best time to post and the best hashtags to use, which have recently changed. So please go to the pinned comment below and sign up for that right now. What are you waiting for? It's literally 100% free. And as a token of me wanting to show you how serious I am about helping you grow on Instagram, I literally respond to every single comment that I get on my videos. So if you have a question about anything throughout this video, please leave a comment below. And this leads me into my second point that I want to make, which is if you're struggling to get followers right now, you don't have a lot of followers, you need to be implementing 2 different tactics that are going to help you increase the amount of followers that you're getting in the beginning stages of Instagram. The first one is you need to make sure that you're following every single person that likes, comments, shares, or interacts with any of your posts. Now, I know what you're thinking, Rob, but if I follow all those people, isn't it going to hurt me in the long run and make it look like I follow a bunch of people? No, it's not going to hurt you in the long run, because at the end of the day, what you need is people engaging with your account, engaging with your content. The best way to get somebody to do that is to do it to them first, especially if they've already raised their hand and showed that they were interested in a piece of content that you put out. The second thing you need to make sure that you're doing, you need to be responding to all of the comments that you get. Now, of course, if you're getting thousands of comments or even hundreds of comments, you're not going to be able to do that. And then in that case, I only recommend responding to 20 to 30 comments a day. But if you're new, you need to make sure that you're responding to comments, because people are way more likely to come and watch one of your posts again if you've interacted with them in the past. And if you don't believe me, why do you think I, with over 600,000 subscribers, always try to respond to as many comments as I can? Because if I respond to somebody's comment and other YouTubers that don't have this many followers, or maybe they do have this many followers, aren't responding, well, guess what? That's going to increase the likelihood that they watch one of my next videos. That's a really strong signal to give to YouTube. And the same thing works on Instagram, which is exactly why I strongly suggest that you implement that strategy. But we can't stop there, because there are 2 other things that I need to make sure that you're doing. The last one being the most important, but before we get into that, I did want to warn you. Instagram is going to begin paying creators similar to how TikTok does and how YouTube does. And when this happens, you are going to be in a bad situation if you don't have enough followers and enough views. So you need to make sure that you're staying active on Instagram. You need to make sure that you're increasing your followers. You need to make sure that you're increasing your views, because if you're not doing that, you're going to be at a disadvantage when this rolls out. Because guess what? Once it rolls out, the same thing that happened on TikTok and the same thing that happened on YouTube is going to happen to Instagram. It's going to get a lot more competitive because people want to make money, so they're going to go back to posting. So you need to make sure that you're taking advantage of this opportunity now, which is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get the followers and get the views that you need in order to get monetized on Instagram. Now, the next tip that you need to make sure that you're implementing is you need to be focused on the right type of engagement. Views really don't matter that much. Likes really don't matter that much. Shares matter, but don't matter that much. And comments, they're good, but they're not the thing that Instagram is actually looking for. Instead, what Instagram is looking for is the amount of time that somebody spends either on your page or on a post. So if you're on a carousel, you need them swiping all the way through to the end. If you're watching a video, you need them watching all the way through to the end. And if they're on your profile, you need them engaging with several things. So I strongly suggest you have your 3 best videos pinned at the top. It shouldn't be something introducing yourself. yourself unless you're trying to sell something and you want to introduce yourself. Otherwise, I would have your 3 best posts that have an amazing thumbnail on them, because this is going to increase the odds that somebody watches all 3 of them. And if they watch all 3 of them, that's a great interaction, and it's going to help Instagram push out your content even more. The same goes for your content. You need to make sure that you're hooking people in immediately, you're giving them something to watch, but more importantly, you're actually manipulating the length of your content versus how long you think you get somebody to watch for. Because if you're able to manipulate those 2 things, guess what ends up happening? You get more watch time, and in the eyes of Instagram, you have a higher view duration, more people are spending time on your account, and boom, this forces them to push out your content over your competitors. But on top of that, and probably more importantly to that, you need to make sure that you're targeting keywords that are high traffic keywords within your niche. If you don't know what these keywords are, all you have to do to find them out is go to the For You page. So whatever type of content you're going to be posting about, go type that into the For You page, and then guess what happens? You are going to get a ton of different posts that have done well within your niche. If you don't see a ton of different posts, it's a good sign that that's not a topic that you should be posting about, and I would completely just recommend throwing that topic out, because if you do post about it, it's probably going to flop. So instead, you need to make sure that you're paying attention to the keywords that show up in 3 places. 1, the description of your content. 2, the hook of your content. And 3, in the voiceover of your content. Because if you didn't know, Instagram actually transcribes everything that you post. This is how they're able to add those captions on the post, because they know what you're saying, or they know what the description is saying, or they know what the text on the screen is saying. How do you think their text to voice feature works? Or how do you think that the subtitles feature works? It works exactly like that, and they're taking those things into consideration when they're trying to figure out if they have an audience for the piece of content that you're creating. So you need to make sure that you're implementing those things. On top of that, I strongly suggest that you get an outside perspective looking at your Instagram account. Let me ask you something. Would you rather spend the next 30, 60, 90 days struggling trying to grow on Instagram, or would you rather be able to tap into my brain and have me tell you everything you need to do, from what time to post, what hashtags to use, how to change your descriptions, even what posts you should do? Well, if that sounds interesting for you, you want to skip the line and invest your time, your energy, and your money into growing your Instagram during the best time ever to grow it, you need to keep watching this video, because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on Instagram and this organic reach we're currently seeing are not going to last forever. And there are 2 things holding you back from seeing the growth like the creators that I share with you in this video. The first one is that you haven't implemented the tips that I just shared with you. And the second is that you haven't gotten into my Instagram mentorship program yet. That's literally going to guarantee that I help you get more followers on Instagram in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. In fact, the average person that's gone through this program in the last 30 days has gained over 25,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 1,000 followers if they implemented every piece of advice that I share with them. Now, since you're still watching this video, I'm gonna assume you're probably above average. So the odds of you gaining over 25,000 followers are probably quite high. And if you want results like that, go to the link in the description below right now and sign up, because there are limited spots available. I'm gonna be telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. I'm gonna send you new post ideas, and I'm gonna critique your content to guarantee that you get more growth on Instagram in the next 30 days. It doesn't matter what your niche is or what your background is, this program is gonna help you get followers more easily and quicker, so that you don't have to spend endless hours trying to figure out the things that I already know about exactly how to grow your account. In fact, I just helped this creator in the program and they gained over 100,000 followers in just 30 days. I helped this creator, they gained over 150,000, and this creator over 200,000 followers. If you want results like that and I want you to be my next success story, go to the link in the description below and sign up right now, because every single day that you wait, it's only gonna get harder to grow on Instagram. It is easier than ever to grow right now, but you need to take advantage of this opportunity. And what's better than an opportunity where you're literally gonna grow on Instagram or get your money back with 0 questions asked? Again, there are limited spots, so go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. Otherwise, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.